Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the brand the designer brand from Italy, and this is Police. Police is a designer brand that they are specialized in accessories like hats, like gloves, sunglasses and things like that. But they have a perfume lineup in their portfolio as well. Not too many altogether. I think around maybe 20 to 30 perfumes between both genders, men and women. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and for the price they are very nice. They are not a very super high end. Obviously they are designer, but they are something like a mid-tier designer, because their prices reflect that. Their prices are usually under £30, and this one in particular just came out a few weeks ago, and it's called Police Wild Night EDT. Is targeted for men and is 100 ml, and in the United Kingdom at the moment you can find under £20. So let's see how it goes. The only problem with brand Police fragrances are majority of their fragrances, they are not huge performers. They're usually moderate or moderate to good. Let's see how this one stack up. So before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they could be hidden gem. This is nobody even on Fragrantica, there is no review of it, so it's brand new and I am the first to review this for you guys. I paid for it with my own money. There's no sponsorship, there's no affiliation, none of those. Okay, so it's just pure information for you guys. Okay, let's go. So as always with brand Police, everything they make very simple, very simplistic and very basic, but let's see how it goes. This one is very brand new. It just came out a few weeks ago and it's available in United Kingdom, quite easily available if you research it. If you do Google it, and it will come up. In other countries, in other area, do your research and see if it comes up, if you're interested, and how much it goes for. If I can get this plastic off. Alright, so very nice design. Look at this. They always have this logo, which is a Police logo. Again, attention to detail is not bad. It's nothing to brag about, but it's simplistic. And the bottles are usually they're all the same shape but different coloring, and this one is same shape as all other Police in this line in particular. They used to have a icon line which was amazing. It's like a sculpture. I still have some of them in here. Unfortunately they've been discontinued, and they were very good performers as well, very good quality. Unfortunately they've been discontinued. So this one, White Night, as you can see, dark blue to dark red, very nice coloring. Again, Police logo, says Police. White Night EDT 100 ml, and the cap is plastic. The atomizers are usually terrible. Let's see, look at this, terrible. He's done this job. Let's see what is the smell like. Okay, here we go. First sniff, first impression for Police Wild Night EDT 100 ml and targeted for men. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing it hits me is the soapiness of it. It's quite soapy. It's quite clean. It's got definitely some aromatic feel to it, so I'm smelling at least lavender, if not lavender and white leaf in here. So it is dominated by lavender for now, for the first impression. It's got cinnamon in here, so it's quite spicy. It's not super spicy at the moment, but it is quite spicy. I'm smelling at least cinnamon, maybe cinnamon nutmeg combination in here, which is quite nice. Hint of classicness to it. It's not super classic, it's not 100% classic, but it is like an amalgamation of 50% classic, 50% modernization. I'm smelling something like vanilla in here. Yeah, definitely some vanilla, some tonka bean as well. So it's a combination of tonka bean, vanilla in the base to give it that sweetness. The sweetness from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, right now is about 6 to 7. So it opened up quite sweet, but it's not super sweet, it's not overly sweet. What else? Hint of very small amount of floral in here. I'm not sure where does that come from. Yeah, it's got a little bit of floral aspect to it. It's quite soft, but the domination right now is about aromatics, which is lavender. Lavender is beautiful in here, very, very well done. It is actually, it's quite surprising because usually with the brand Please, they're quite watered down, they're quite shall we say, they don't have that much depth, but in here it's got a little of depth and complexity, so it is quite nice. It is modernized plus that classical amalgamation, giving it a little bit of complexity in here. It's quite nice actually. It's getting better and better. Wow, this is surprising. Yeah, so smell wise, beautiful, very, very nice. Don't quote me on it. To some extent it reminds me of Dior Sauvage Elixir, so to some extent it's not 100%, it's not like 1-to-1 to it, but because of the amalgamation of these notes in here, it giving me the feel of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Obviously it's not as deep and dense and complex as Dior Sauvage Elixir, because that one is very, very good quality. In here is a little bit watered down, is here a little bit airier, a little bit less dense and less deep, but the smell profile, the DNA is quite similar to it. I would say around maybe 70 to 80% similarity to Dior Sauvage Elixir. Again, is it inspired by them? It could be, I'm not sure. Are they going for the, you know, they just created something and somehow it's got some similarity to it? It could be, but it smells great for the first impression. Is very, very good. The only thing is we have to wait and see the performance, because the performance usually they're not that good. They maybe around 4, 5, 6 hours mark. For under £20 it is acceptable, it's not bad. You can always you know, use more sprayers. As you could see, the spray is pathetic, so every 3 sprays of this is like 1 sprayer. So I think if you go heavy on the trigger, so let's say we put 20 sprays of it, it's like 6-7 sprays of the normal sprayer. So in terms of performance, I'm thinking it could be a good one, this one, but because at the moment it's pushing out very well. It's quite big, it's quite a big bubble around me, and it's filling the rooms at the moment. But as always, let's see how is the performance, especially in the winter. At the moment it's very, very cold, around 0. Last night was -1 or 2 and today is 0. So let's see if does it perform in this weather. Then it's a very, very good performer. But as always, as I said, you know, usually around 4 to 6 hours mark max. If this one is 6 hours plus, then we got a bargain on our hand, because smells wise is great, and smells, as I said, quite similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir, which is what, £180, £200 for 100 ml. In here you're getting it under £20, so it's a tenth of the price. Even if you go heavy on the trigger, it's a good value for money. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This is according to Fragrantica. So on top we have pink, grapefruit, cardamom and apple. In the mid we have coffee, nutmeg and lavender. In the base we have sandalwood, amber and patchouli. Yeah, the note breakdown is quite similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir, so it could be this one is inspired by it. So yeah, it opened up with quite a fruity tinge to it, but it's not a huge player. The fruitiness is mainly coming from the apple and also from the grapefruit. The grapefruit and apple in here is working superbly well together. I'm telling you, this one surprised me. Is that good? Cardamom here, plus the nutmeg, plus the cinnamon, given it, which they're not mentioning the cinnamon, but I'm getting definitely a cinnamon in here. So the nutmeg and the cinnamon plus the cardamom giving it quite a big body of spiciness, although it's not super spicy, but it is quite moderately spicy. The coffee in here is, yeah, it's a hint of coffee, not too big. It's not a coffee perfume per se. You know, it's not like you smell this and you say, oh, this is a coffee perfume. No, but there's a coffee aspect to it, which is giving a little of that sweet coffee, sugar, a hint of sugar in here, and also a little of maybe chocolatey feel to it as well. Yeah, a little bit of chocolatey, a little bit of caramelly, a little bit of toffee feel to it as well. Just a hint, not too big, it's just a little bit of that. Lavender by far is the biggest player right now. It's a huge player. It's very, very aromatic. It's very the lavender is quite clean in here. There's no earthiness to the lavender, and also there's no medicinal feel to it. So it's quite a clean lavender. The sandalwood cedar combination in here, giving it that woody base, which is quite clean again. Yeah, definitely see the sandalwood combination in here, and the amber in here is quite effervescent. So it's a see-through amber, effervescent amber. It's a airy amber. It's a transparent amber. So it's not a deep, dense amber. And the patchouli in here, giving a little of that complexity, a little of earthiness, a little of leafiness, a little of camphorous feel to it overall, and a hint of resin in here, which is, yeah, I'm not sure where does that come from. A hint of resin in the base as well. So it's quite a complex fragrance for police. Police usually put out quite a safe, clean, fresh fragrances. Usually, not all of them, but usually. But this one is quite a departure from the rest of the line. This one is quite complex, quite dense. It's quite spicy. It's a little bit of, by the way, it's got a little bit of, yeah, a little bit of licorice feel to it as well. A hint of licoriceness to it, which makes it quite similar to Dior Sauvage Elixir. So if you like Dior Sauvage Elixir, you definitely will like this for the price. Under £20, you can easily go heavy on the trigger. You can go 20-25 plus, because the trigger is very pathetic and you just put a little bit of juice out, very, very small amount. So you can go a little bit heavy, and also the price doesn't hurt the pocket because under £20. For that price, I really, really like it. I recommend it for now, but let's see how is the performance. If the performance is anything good, let's say 6 hours plus, mamma mia, we got a good perfume on our hand. So to recap, this one is quite warm and spicy, which is mainly come from cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom. So these three giving it quite a warmth, and also a hint of licorice in here as well. It's quite woody in the base, which is a cedar sandalwood combination, but the woods are quite clean, and overall it's giving it a little of a hint of, because of the aromaticness in here, giving a hint of soapiness as well. It's very, very aromatic. So the lavender is by far is the biggest player right now. It's very, very big, and but again is very, very clean in the same time. The amber in here is effervescent, is airy, is see-through, is transparent amber, and coffee, just a hint of coffee, hint of chocolate, hint of caramel, hint of toffee in here to give it a little of gourmandy feel as well. Hint of powderiness in here. Yeah, that's just a hint of powderiness, hint of dustiness. Lavender by far is the biggest player right now. Is very, very big and dominant, very, very aromatic. The citrus in the beginning was a hint of citrus, not too much, yeah, just a very smidgen amount of citrus, and also the apple in here to give it a little of fruitiness. And patchouli in the base is quite strong, which is giving it a little of complexity, little of depth, and also little of camphorous feel, little of leafiness, little of earthiness as well. So if you like the description I gave you, or you like Dior Sauvage Elixir for a price under £20, this is a tenth of the price. Is Elixir better than this? Yes, obviously, because you know Dior is much better quality, is better perfumery in there. but this one is not very far off. You know, I would say if Elixir, say Dior Sauvage Elixir is 9 out of 10, this is about 7 out of 10, so it's not far off from it. And in terms of quality and ingredients and perfume, it's not far off either. So it is 1 or 2 points behind, but it smells great. I was very pleasantly surprised by this smell and the quality of this fragrance. Wow, very nice, absolutely gorgeous. So I love Dior Sauvage Elixir, so naturally I'm gravitating toward this, but it's not everybody's cup of tea as Dior Sauvage Elixir is, because the Dior Sauvage Elixir is quite polarizing. Either people love it or they can't stand it, and that it comes with a big perfume personalities. You know, if the perfume has a big personality and it's quite bold and it's quite shall we say risky, it will divide the opinions. Some people love it, some people can't stand it. In here is the same principle. The only thing is this one a little bit easier to wear than Elixir, because Dior Sauvage Elixir, because it doesn't have that depth and density. Although it's similar smell profile, similar category of perfume, but it doesn't have that denseness of the Dior Sauvage Elixir. So if you like that one, definitely you like this. If you don't like that one, definitely you won't like this. But for me, this is a beautiful perfume, very well done, especially for the price, under £20. Surprised me very well. Okay guys, so who is it for? Definitely for mature nose. I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side. Again, the DNA is the Dior Sauvage Elixir is quite on the mature side anyway. Definitely cooler weather perfume this one is, but because it's got some freshness to it as well, which is coming from the aromatics and the lavender in here, you can use it all year round. The only thing is, if it's a very high heat, it could be cloying. And in terms of occasion, this is a Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, formal occasion, casual, formal, informal. You can use it in wedding, you can use it in work, gym, anything you want. It's very versatile. In terms of season, versatile as well. And in terms of gender, this is quite masculine, but if you are a lady and you like to wear something like Dior Sauvage Elixir, you can easily wear it, no problem. Perfumes overall don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems, and this could be a hidden gem. Please help me to challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big and rich players getting bigger and richer, and the small and the poorer players getting smaller and poorer, and eventually they get pushed out. If you don't want me to if you want me to survive, if you want me to stay in this endeavor, if you want me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about, they're under the radar, they are under the limelight, they are under the publicity, but they deserve the mention and they deserve to come to your attention. And from there you could do whatever you want with the information. Please don't forget to hit those buttons. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, thank you for your subscription, which is free by the way. Thank you for your comment. All these things will help this channel to stay afloat, to survive the future. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the huge personality, massive, bold, big, artistic, unique, very they're like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much for your support and love. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later. Bye.